What's good? It's Jordan. Today I'll be talking to you about clear indicators of energy drainers. In this life, we have to understand positivity and negativity. In this life, we have to understand our energy towards others and others' energy towards us. Many times, we may make it seem like only people in society besides from us have negative energy, but we may have negative energy as well. We have to be self-aware in understanding where our energy comes from. Does it come from the Most High or does it come from the enemy? We have to understand that we can be energy drainers in this life as well. Other people in this life can be energy drainers as well, but we have to focus on ourselves, how we can change ourselves from more of a negative standpoint to a positive standpoint. See, if we embark on this life with a negative standpoint, everything that we do is going to be received as negative. If we constantly live this life from a negative outlook, then we will only have a negative outlook. We have to change the patterns of negativity more towards positivity. This does not happen overnight, but if we constantly work towards living a positive life, I can rest assure you that our outlook will be more positive. Many times we take the positivity in our life for granted, maybe because it may not be major things and it may be minor things. But it's important that we understand that even when it's minor things, those minor things are still positive things. We have to understand that our life isn't the same as someone else's life. Everyone in this life has situations. Everyone in this life has something that they have to go through. But if we're able to get through those situations and change our behaviors towards the situations we go through and change it more towards a positive outlook, then we will live a more positive life. See, when you are an energy drainer, you look at the world from a negative standpoint. You may be jealous, you may be envious, you may be looking at life through a lens that you may have to be in a survivalist mentality. You may be having a superiority complex. You may be an individual who is gossiping about other individuals. Everything that you do is negative. You may be a person that may been brought up into that mindset. The people around you may be also negative. They may have a negative outlook. So negatives and negatives stick together and form more negative bonds with other negative people. And this is how you have a lot of negative people in society, just not looking at it from a standpoint of looking at everything as it being a positive. You could be a hater as well. You may have never received major blessings from the Most High, or felt like you never received major blessings from the Most High. And anyone who may have received blessings from the Most High, you have a negative output on what they do, what they say, how they live. Just as a whole, looking at this world from a negative standpoint. You may be somebody who complains all the time. We have to learn not to complain all the time, because it can be a burden on ourselves, as we can drain our own energy being a complainer, or we can drain other people who care for us energy as well. We have to understand that it is not bad to speak about our problems and situations that happen in this life, but understand that if someone is willing to hear your situation, your problem that you may go through, do not burden them with that all the time. It is okay to tell your situation and vent about it at least once. But if we continuously complain about what we're going through, the situations that we may go through, and we continuously do it, then it becomes an energy drain where you're draining the other person's energy, you're draining your own energy, and there is no solutions. Another form of energy drainers are time wasters, people who waste time, people who do not look at time as valuable, people who think time will always be there, so they just waste time. We have to understand that these things stop us from living to our fullest potential. If we continue to live with this mindset, if we continue to live with this outlook, if we continue to harbor resentment towards ourselves for what we may have not done, or towards others, we will not grow, we will not change. And this becomes a snowball effect where over time, it makes us completely worse and not better. And I could say with a positive outlook and a positive mindset, there's also a snowball effect where you see the fruits of your labor, you see the change in your life, you see the growth, but you have to put your best foot forward to grow first. Many times we may tell people that, we're putting our best foot forward to do what needs to be done, and we really may not even be doing it, but we may just be telling people this so we are shown as a person of value in society. But be honest with yourself, be honest with the people around you, and look at your life as valuable. Place yourself around people who care for you and who won't judge you. Sometimes we place ourselves around people who are judgmental, and then we tell those judgmental people our personal business. And when we tell these judgmental people our personal business, we hope that they understand. We hope that they accept us. We hope that we're able to fit in. But in reality, they may judge us for that because they are judgmental individuals. Stop focusing on people who don't focus on you, and start focusing on those who care for you, those who want to see you do better, those who want to see you make a change in your own personal life. Many times we look at those people who care for us, who want us to make a change in our own personal lives, as the enemy, because they may be seeing something that we do not see. And we may look at people who don't care for us, who don't want to see us do good, as heroes and people who have our best interests at heart, because they may not bother us. But we have to change our outlook, and we have to understand that at the end of the day, if we continue to live with this mindset and this mind frame, we're only ruining ourselves, we're only ruining the people who care for us, and the people who don't care for us will judge us, will continue to judge us, will continue to scoff at us, will continue to do negative things to try to stop us, and they will be victorious in trying to stop us if we don't understand the outlook that we have to change the way we may do things in this life. Change is hard, change is never easy, but at the end of the day, we have to understand that energy is important and focus on energy and how we can change our energy towards the outlooks in this life that we may have. If we have negative outlooks on a constant basis, our life will be filled with negative outlooks. Sometimes our negative outlooks may be from our friends, our family members, our associates, people that we may care about. They may have their own negative experience, and before you do the research on your own, before you gain your own experience in this life, you may listen to these people because you care for these people, and you may go out in this life with a negative mind frame based upon what someone else says. We have to understand that everyone has different experiences in different fields. Everyone is going to go through different situations, and everyone does not have the same situation. We have to understand this, and when we understand this, we are able to change our outlook in this life through our experiences. We have to also understand our circle of influence. If our circle of influence is negative, we will not get anything positive out of a negative circle of influence. If we want change, we have to be the change first. We have to understand and identify what we need to change, how we could change our energy towards other people, dealing with people, and how we can separate ourselves from those people who don't want to change their energy towards us, who don't want to make the change, who want to live however they want to live. And unfortunately, those who want to live however they want to live, let them do that. Don't judge them for it. If they come to you for advice about it, help them out. But if they're not coming to you for advice about it, leave them alone and let them be and live however they want to. But for those who want to change their energy, who want to actually live a more positive and fruitful life through the Most High, understand that the Most High does not dwell in negativity. The Most High dwells in positivity. And when we understand that the Most High will not provide us the gifts, the blessings, and the fruits of our labor if we're negative, if we are energy drainers, then I hope that we can actually change our outlook, connect with the Most High on a higher level, and we're able to actually do the work of the Most High so we can receive the covering, the blessings, the strength, and the faith and favor from the Most High on this journey today. I want to read these 2 scriptures to you, and I hope that you understand these scriptures and use it in your own personal life. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God gave us a spirit, not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. Proverbs 20:4. The sluggard does not plow in autumn, he will seek at harvest and have nothing. Understanding this journey, we can change, we can make the change once you are self-aware and you identify that you may be the one that may be spewing negative energy. Maybe you can make the change in your life for the betterment of your life. In this life, we have to understand what we may do, who we're around, and how we can change our environment if our environment isn't conducive to our growth. In this life, we have to understand that everyone has different experiences, and I'm a firm believer if you were in a negative mindset, mind frame, that you're still able in this life today, especially if you're able to see the light of day, to change your life and live a more positive life. I want to thank you for watching. Peace.